Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and today we are going to go against the Illuminate by raising the flag. And let me tell you what, if there's any species on this game that is absolutely the easiest but yet the most difficult at the same time, it would be this. So the build we are going to be using today is going to be the jetpack, sentry gun, rocket sentry, and the orbital laser. Now, this is actually probably the smoothest or swiftest build against this species, the Illuminate, because since they have a lot of plasma and electricity going with them, and so also that's why we're using the blitzer, because believe it or not, with the patrol, if once you shock them once, because obviously they're purple when they see you, then obviously they go back to blue as if, wait, what's going on? Kind of stuns them. And it's also a really quick way just to get around these bad boys without running out of ammo, because unless you have a shit ton of supply drops or a lot of other people playing with you, this could be rather difficult. So essentially on this one, we are literally just going to treat these zombies, well, like zombies. So we're basically going to start this flag and then use our jetpack. Well, once we can actually, get back on the ground, use our jetpack, and then go around, really just loop everything. So we're going to first spawn right here. We'll deal with those bad boys in a minute, but oh my gosh, don't die. So, oh my god. So they can catch up to you very, very fast. So once we can get back to this area, we are literally going to run circles around these guys, figuratively and, well, literally. So let's jetpack right here. Oh my god, there's this jetpack, man. Sometimes you just want to laugh. So once we get close enough, oh my god, let's go ahead and just zap these bad boys out. And is it not me, or do these things remind you of War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise going back to, I think it was 2002? Super good movie if you haven't seen it. Let's go ahead and shock that bad boy by 3 shots with the blitzer. And so now that we at least have some of them all drug out, now we're going to try to jump back into the game and just run our circle. So also the armor I'm using is I think it's the Recon Scout armor. So basically it's the lightest armor in the game as far as classification goes, and when it comes to being detected, it's also really clutch on that. I think it's 15% less likely. So, oh my god, trimmers. So trimmers can play in your favor as well on these maps, because literally they all stop. And so as we're doing right here, we're going to try to play it in our favor by just capturing as much time on this as possible. So, oh my gosh, you also have to watch out for these damn electrical lasers. So let's go ahead, jetpack here, and then now try to do this circle once more. So as you see, they are really piling up. You also need to watch for the guys with the damn, maces, the long ass maces or spears, or just swinging like a bat, because those things can actually, I would say, half the time one shot you if you are not careful. So let's run around to this side. Yeah, don't get caught up in all of those zombies, because they will never stop spawning, no matter how hard you breathe, how many shots you think you can pour into them. Don't even ego it, just literally run around them. Woof. Yeah, and so there I go. Yep, right there. So we're getting close, we're getting close. But like I said, it's super tedious, and you really have to watch out with the amount. But if anything on this one, which I think can be easier than the bots and the bugs when it comes to raising the flag mission, is you do not have to wipe out all of the enemies around the objective. Rather, you just have to stay in the area long enough to raise the flag. And yeah, capiche, bada boom, fin, you are done. So that is the clutch part about it, and you will definitely need a jetpack for this. I cannot stress this enough, because there are just so many. So as you see right here, we're not even going to engage in all of those guys. Now, one cool mission you guys will have to try, because I also want to try it, is just having a stalwart or the heavy LMG and then just grabbing a massive horde and just blowing them all away. But see, there you go. Number 1, absolutely done. So next we're going to try to go ahead and jetpack to our next objective. Once we can at least get far enough away from these guys and just don't get zapped. Because the range on some of these guys with jetpacks are actually kind of ungodly. So here we are at the very next objective. This one, in my opinion, is a much easier setup than the last one, even though it might seem like it's not, because you're in a, sub-ground enclosure. Let's go ahead, start up this bad boy, and holy shit, go ahead and, oh my god. Well, once we can actually spawn back in. So, here we are, let's go ahead, maybe we can land on that ship. Nah, not quite. But one thing that is nice to have is the laser, especially whenever you're trying to make your way into the assault, because that actually clears out some of the bigger bad boys, and even some of the smaller guys, such as like the zombies. So, here we are, holy shit, once we just run around all of these guys. Let's see. Oh my god, those two are just like fighting something. So let's go run out. Holy shit. Alright, so we should be good. So now we can start our suicidal circle. So now, should we call another jetpack? Nah, let's just go ahead and pick up our last one from the corpse. Alright, so as you see right here, having a jetpack on this is an absolute necessary. Because doing this circle, you are going to hit walls of bodies, because running around in this area, or anywhere similar, is going to be an absolute nightmare. I mean that literally. So, we're honestly just going to act like nothing's going on. And one clutch thing about these bigger guys, I'm not sure what they are called yet, but unlike the Bile Titans, you can run through their legs and they're not going to just spastically try to kick you. So yeah, you can literally do whatever you want around these guys and you take no damage by being inside of their shield. It's actually pretty nice. Let's go ahead and see if we can just dodge around these bad boys. Alright. 60%-ish of the way. Alright. Oh my god, this is actually, playing is just so damn stressful doing this. Alright, we got stun. Come on, jetpack. Yes. Alright, we got the stim out. Almost there. This is like the longest, like 60, 70 seconds of my life right now. Alright, so we're going to continue to just keep chugging along with the little engine that could. There's one thing I do also love about this species is that it's just different, you know, having playing so many terminally bug missions and bot missions, and even dropping it without notice, like even the new War Bond and the trailer, it was a good surprise, especially because Helldivers won best multiplayer game of the year, which it deserves it. I mean, call me biased, but it's just the most original thing for multiplayer, in my opinion, of the year. So huge props to Helldivers, especially because of like the massive, like, you know, Sony PS Plus bullshit that was going on. But I digress. So let's go ahead and go to our next spot. This one is actually just destroying a monolith. So yeah, we did 2 raise of the flags, but these only have 2 raise the flags, but with 1 monolith. What makes the monolith kind of a pain in the ass, though, they have some of these like Tesla coils that are around, and those actually can and will kill you in one shot. So really a pain in the ass, and so basically you have to defend this hell bomb, and honestly, the biggest thing you have to do whenever you're doing this side of it is just, you know, train them to one side. So like, as I've been doing, literally just making sure they run on one end and then jetpacking quickly to the other. And luckily on this, you know, I had trimmers, and that allowed me to just, you know, keep going and keep diving while everyone else was kind of paralyzed and stunned. So that's what we're doing right now. And this should go relatively quickly because you see they were on one end of the spectrum, I was on the other when I started the hell bomb, and we can basically just walk away. Yep, just like that. And so obviously this mission is easier said than done, but this strategy and this build, in my opinion, is the best to get this done in the most efficient manner if you're doing solo on Super Helldive, which, I mean, is never easy. No matter how hard you want to just say it can be, it's never easy. This is just one of the many ways to build this house. So we'll go ahead and call this in. I typically like to put sentries on the left side or right side outside of this place, so because the long one gets rid of the bigger boys that are on patrol and go around, and the sentry gets rid of, obviously, the littler ones. So, as you see now, they, you know, obviously since it's getting closer to extraction, spawns have increased. So we have larger walkers. I guess we'll call them walkers on this channel for now. But we have the walkers starting to spawn through, and also they're distracted from the sentries. And when it comes to the patrol, like the little things that fly around, as I said earlier in the video, the blitzer, you shock it once, it stuns it, and it's like, all right, go back to my normal duties. Same with this one right here. It's like, I believe, like 3 shots. And think, oh my god, I'm just running around to this side. So yeah, we're pretty much really close to getting this mission done. And like I said from the other, you know, earlier 2 objectives, you just run the damn circle. So unlike this, unlike the bugs shoot a shit ton of, you know, spewers and all this other bullshit at you. This one, you know, you just have a bunch of zombies to fill in the gap, as well as a bunch of like fuckers on jetpacks. But if you can navigate around those, obviously have a quick build like this, and then the stratagems that are used kind of not literally but for strategy, such as like the turrets and then the orbital laser, then those will be your best bet. And obviously using an energy weapon like the blitzer, you don't have to worry about ammo, because you will run out of ammo a shit ton, and I don't think there's enough supply drops on solo Super Helldive to really accommodate effectively a mission such as this one. Now the defense one, that'll be for another video, as well as, you know, the other mission, which one is it called? I can't think off the top of my head, but there's two other missions I want to do on this channel regarding these. So thank you all for watching. Yeah, 13 fucking stratagems, or 18 stratagems. That's absolutely crazy. 13 sims. So thank you all for watching. I look forward to seeing all of you in the next one.